Welcome to After Dark at the Fixed Ops Roundtable, featuring Sophie Jordan Collins and Ted Ings. This episode is brought to you by BG Products, partners beyond products. And now for your hosts, Ted Ings and Sophie Jordan Collins.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Fixed Ops Roundtable After Dark show. We hope you're having a groovy, great evening. We are here with Jim Sabino from the All-American Ford in New Jersey, and of course, your host, Ted Ings.
Hello, everybody. Jim, welcome, Jim, first of all. Great to see you. And Sophie, thank you for that opening. Jim, I guess she's official now with that intro in the beginning, right?
Yes. Yeah, she's got it. Nailed it. Hey, with the headband and all. I mean, the bandana's looking great.
You forgot yours, Jim.
I know. I'm sorry. I got the memo late, Sophie. I'm sorry.
Next time.
So it seems like the floodgates, we're just talking in the green room, have opened the last 2 days because people are enrolling for the Fixed Ops Roundtable Ford Stock event like crazy. So, Sophie, I think it's got to be the headband that I wore on Monday night when Owen Moon was here. What do you think?
Absolutely, Ted. And I think since you got a headband tonight, they're going to keep rolling in. So it's good.
All right. It's good.
Yeah, I agree. It's got to be the headband sucking everybody in to get those tickets. So how do you get them? What's the website?
I don't know. We got to ask Sophie.
It's this crazy website you've probably never heard of called Amazon.com. That's where we get the headbands. Now, where you can get your tickets is FixedOpsRoundtable.com. Yeah, get your complimentary tickets, y'all. FixedOpsRoundtable.com, September 18th through 21st. It is genuinely days away now.
Yeah, what do you got? For like 4 days? 4 days and counting, I believe?
We're a couple days away, Jim. It's Monday morning at 9 o'clock. September the 18th is the first day. This is an absolute packed event. There's so much going on. Mike, the car guy, welcome, Mike. Yeah, there's a whole lot going on. And Sophie, I think you probably got a new appreciation of that the last couple of days doing all those intros.
Yes, there is a lot going on because let me tell y'all, I did probably 80 different introductions. We have so many different panels, so many cool people, and so many different topics too. There's so much information that's going to be learned from this event.
So I told Sophie, David, Lucas, good evening, that the hardest part of the event is going to be when we come to have to do the transitions to introduce all these speakers and panels. That is like a dreaded couple days, right? Because it's hard. It's not easy. And Sophie, this was your first time out. You crushed it.
Thank you. I don't feel like it was too hard, but let me tell you guys, your last names, you all are wonderful people. You're talented people. You guys have amazing panels, but some of those last names, I'm telling you, that was the hard part.
Yeah. So. And I think the impressive part, Coralie, good evening as well, is, not only all these speakers, Jim, not only all these panels. And by the way, Jim Sabino is all over the event. But I mean, imagine now having to do each one of those segments, get all those people together, get all the questions you're going to ask them, make sure that they're all either in person with you, they're on the schedule, they're recorded, and to have 4 days of that. I mean, it's a monster to do this whole thing. So. And Robert Miggs, good evening to you as well over at Carter Myers. So
yeah, it's pretty incredible. The amount of talent that you've assembled is just it's incredible. You really 4 days packed with incredibly knowledgeable people that are great. You're sending off a great message to everybody listening. They're pioneers in their industries, and whether it's from the fixed ops community as far as service directors, dealer principals, general managers, then you have a great host of vendors out there serving the automotive industry and offering their products and telling everybody how they can improve their business and what they can do for their dealerships to better. So it really, I'm looking forward to speaking at the event, and I'm also looking forward to listening to the speakers because I'm there as a student also. Not only am I delivering a message and talking about the panel with my fellow panel mates on our topic, I'm really looking forward to listening and taking information and hopefully bettering myself going forward with the panels that you have.
I see Mark Mickens just arrived in the chat, a good friend of ours. Another one that we all get together tonight. We're all, just so close,
Yes.
within a stone's throw.
Yes.
And Sophie, by the way, will have some trivia for us tonight coming up a little bit later in the show. But Jim, before we talk about what you're doing in mobile, because I know that's been all the news all week.
Right.
You attended a Fixed Ops Roundtable in person before we went online, and they were just one-day events. Alan Bass, I don't think you were there yet at that time. But Jim, tell us about that event. It was in New Jersey.
It was actually in Englewood at a hotel off of the Turnpike and somewhere right over there. I forget the name of it, but it was a one-day event in person, and it was great. It was in a conference room that you overwhelmed the conference room and the staff of the hotel because you had so many people showing up for this event, and it was great. I mean, just seeing the people on stage, all the speakers. There was so much there to take home, and it was a great event. And it was pre-COVID, before everybody had to go virtual and online. And it was really, truly, there were people flying into Newark Airport for this event. And you were just getting going because the original one was in your office in Manhattan. And it was 30 people, I believe, 40 people, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me. And that's where this monster was born, this monster in the size I'm talking about. And what it has become today is nothing short of an absolute amazing feat, what you've assembled here and what you put out there in these events, these roundtable events.
But Jim, I was worried when at that event you were at, because the room we were in, I looked at the, like the fire marshal has a thing on the wall.
Yeah. We exceeded the capacity.
And the occupancy of the two rooms together was like 95.
Yeah.
And somebody came over and tapped me on the shoulder and said, we're at 130 right now. And there were people like spilling out into the halls, and
there was people.
I was worried we were going to get shut down by the fire marshal.
Yeah, we were standing room only in the back. I mean, you had people, I'll tell you, it's a couple of people that comes to mind. Katie Mars was there. Brian Benstock was there. You had some really good people there. Yes. Yeah, it was really cool. A lot. And then you had a videographer that was showing everything, and you had monitors and screens and stuff. And it was really decent. It was really cool. A lot of information taken away from there. And networking. It was, networking. Everybody just sat at tables and they just started talking with each other. We had maybe tables of 10, and you sat with somebody from Florida, from Texas, from, Connecticut. It was really cool. We were here in New Jersey, and good time. Really. And
you must have met Cesar Augustus from Dealer Scanning there, I would imagine.
I probably did. I don't recall. I only recall meeting him after COVID, when we hired him to do our stores. I probably did cross his path then. I met a lot of great people, networked with a lot of people, and it was a pleasure, man. In person was great, but this is so much bigger, where people don't have to fly; they just sign on and get the panels, and it's pretty cool. It's really great.
All right, let's talk about Jim Sabino. Jim, you are Fixed Ops Director at All American Ford. You're in northern New Jersey. Give us the backstory on that. I know there's a couple dealerships in the Paramus, Bergen County, Hackensack area.
Correct. So All American Ford is made up of 4 Ford dealerships. We have 2 in northern New Jersey. We have 1 in central Jersey, 1 in South Jersey. The 2 that it's under my watch is here in Paramus and Hackensack. So we have, 2 very large service departments within the dealerships. We have an off-site collision center. We have an off-site fleet service department. We run a fleet of flatbed tow trucks that we move around our own vehicles. We pick up and deliver some of the big commercial vehicles and our customers. And then, of course, as you know, the mobile service has become a very big part of our business. Thank you for all the intros and, telling the last ones you were kind of teasing Ed Roberts on, saying that I'm on his heels and leading it back. And, Ed Roberts, he's been an incredible influence in my decision to really move this thing forward. It really has. It's been more than an influence. It's almost been like an inspiration, where I see what he's doing and what he's done in Beaux-Arts and with the dual dealership he has, Ford and Lincoln, and how many trucks that he has, the vans, the mobile service units, with 10 currently working every single day, doing his mobile truck Monday video faithfully every day. I look forward to seeing that, and just, his social media posts, and then his bomb-dropping announcement last week with the 36 units that they've committed to add, which is just mind-blowing. 36 units on top of the 10. There's nobody in the country that's even remotely close to him.
Well, let me show a short video here, leading from the front, exactly, Robert, of our friend Jim Sabino, a video that he produced. Now, Sophie, okay, Jim is becoming Hollywood because this video has just crushed it. The amount of views it got. We put it up on Monday, and he recorded it earlier in the summer. But you got to look at all the choreographing that goes into this video. It was on social media. I'll show it. Here it is.
Hey, it's Jim Sabino here from All American Ford. I just want to go over our mobile service van, everybody. This is something that we take a lot of pride in. We come to you now, mobile service from All American Ford. That's right, you heard it. We have a fleet of vans to take care of your needs. We come to you. You call, we come to your office, your home, we take care of all your needs. Come on inside, take a look. I'm going to show you this thing. This is like a mobile hospital. We do everything. We can do computer work, recalls for your modules, change your oil filters on stock, batteries. You need a battery? We got you covered. Check out these tools. This isn't just your average mobile service unit. This is an elite mobile service unit. We got it all here. Qualified, certified technicians come right to your place of business or home. We got you covered. All American Ford Mobile Service. Check us out.
So yes, since you're posting that,
Yes.
it's gotten an incredible amount of views, comments, everything, and it was well received. Our customers are engaging with us more. We got a boost and a lift in our CSI scores. It really is something unique that we offer that a lot of dealers haven't gotten there yet, or they choose not to. And mobile service isn't for everybody, and we've talked about this. It's a huge commitment, financial commitment, obviously, for the trucks, the mobile units, and then the infrastructure inside, the staffing that you need to. Adjusting your headband.
I want to make sure Sean Kingery and Sean Butler see the headband.
The infrastructure to build out the team, because it's really a business within a business, right? So your mobile service coordinators, mobile service technicians, the whole thing. So
how many vans? How many you have so far?
We run 6 right now. We currently have 6 across our rooftops, and we have 2 more committed that are inbound. That'll be here shortly. And then
you're not far behind Ed. He's only got 10 right now so far.
Well, but he's dialing up to 46. So, we, as I told you before, we are planning a bigger footprint in 2024. But we'll disclose that more probably towards November, December on the amount of units that we're going to be getting. So, but there is absolute talk and a plan, because you have to have a plan to be successful in anything. And we are going to expand our footprint for sure, because it is successful right now. It's working really well for All American Ford, and we're behind it 100%. We support it from the dealer down. Everybody buys into this concept and this whole mobile service to our customers. They love it. They absolutely love it.
I have a feeling we're likely to see you like in 60 days on this show, and you'll be making a big announcement on the next 24 that you're heading. I got a feeling something like that could be in the offering. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. So we keep it quiet until, we let our numbers do the talking, and, we don't brag. I said I'm an incredibly humble person, as the people that know me. But again, Mark Miggins, so I said Ed Roberts was like an inspiration, and he really made me change my outlook on mobile service. In the beginning, I'm going to tell you true transparency. I was on the fence about it. I wasn't really committed, and I wasn't 100% bought into it. And after watching Ed, listening to Ed, I became more and more convinced that this is a winner. This is a winner. And also, too, another great friend, Mark Mickens. He was, at a Mercedes store half a mile up the street from me, but I've known Mark 30 years. And he took it to a whole nother level where he was at the Mercedes store. He basically architected the whole blueprint there. And Mark, he didn't want to wait for upfitters. He took used Sprinter vans and made he was getting tire machines out of his shop, used ones. He was putting compressors in these things. He did it right in-house. He was his own upfitter, which I thought was amazing. But that's just the type of guy Mark is. He has a vision. You can't stand in his way. He's very disciplined. He's a coach. He's a great guy. and strives for success, strives for excellence. And that's, I hold myself to a high standard. And I try and do that with everybody that's around me. When I always says you can't be successful unless you build a successful team around you. Not one person can do this alone ever. And Mark is good at that. Mark is great at that. And what he did with those vans, he had like 1, then he had 2, then he had 4, and I think he had 5. And now he's, obviously taking his show on the road, and he's implementing this in Mercedes dealers throughout the country. So really, really cool.
So Mark is the high school football coach of my town, which he's been here.
Yes, yeah, for years and years and years. So that's a great thing, and he brings a lot of that discipline to the professional side. And he's Mark has always been like that military guy, and he's just go, let's win, let's team, it's go team, and he's awesome. So great guy, great friend, and there's not many people like him around. As I have a couple of guys that I can really rely on, and in time of need and time of advice, or and Mark's been one of them. So it's really cool. And Ed, I really don't know him. I'm getting to know him, but his influence and inspiration was my push forward to get this mobile service up and running and to scale. So my game plan is to scale this big time. I don't have a limit. I'm not going to say, okay, we're going to stop at 8 trucks or 10 trucks. We're going to stop when the time is there. And right now there's no end in sight. We're going to keep going. Big, announcement November, December on how many we're going to introduce into our fleet for 2024, but we'll talk about it then.
All right. So next Monday on the Fixed Ops Roundtable, the mobile service panel sponsored by My Karma now has Jim Sabino on the panel. So Jim, you're going to be on there with Ed Roberts and Mark Mickens. So now that's the big time. Okay. You are on the mobile service panel. And then the next morning, Jim Sabino, you got your own segment on Tuesday.
Yes, I do. And I believe I open up with you Tuesday morning. We open up the show, and that's how Tuesday morning's event starts with yourself. And then we have a small little segment there together, which is really looking forward to.
And behind you are all the great ones. Behind you is Les Silver and Jim Roche. And, they're all
great ones. Legends, not great ones. True pioneers and legends. I mean, Les Silver is amazing. Him and his everything that he's done since the 80s that I can recall all the way forward has always been innovative. He's a great guy in this industry. He really is.
We actually had a panel, Sophie, last fall at our November event last year, and it was called the Legends Panel. And it was all these people like Les Silver, who have all been pioneers and made big changes in the industry. And I had Tully on the panel as well. And Tully was the quiet one. He just listened. He didn't say anything. Everybody else were all these legends talking, and they're all going back and forth with each other. And, Les told us the story. I prodded him. I said, because he introduced that multi-point inspection, the green, yellow, red, right? Which today is the industry standards used in all of automotive and used in many industries as well. And I said, Les, I understand that when you introduced that was not the plan. That was not really the product you were introducing. It kind of came out. It was like a side product. Tell us the story. It actually came out by accident, right? And he goes, that's right. And he told us the whole story, how he, designed the whole thing on a napkin on the airplane. He gave us the whole thing, and everyone's just listening to it. And now, I mean, he spawned many billion dollar businesses.
He definitely was a game changer for this industry. He is absolutely, in my experience, every product and every new mousetrap, for lack of a better word, he came out with was innovative and game changing the way we conducted our business. You think, Ted, we've been around a little while. So you think of how this business ran in the 80s and then in the 90s. And then, you went into the 2000s, and then, the introduction of the internet back when it came out, and, the social media platforms, Google, Yelp, DealerRater, all those things is just game changer. And then you came out with, the Carvanas and stuff. So, that changed more on the front variables than fixed. But again, it always comes back to fixed, where fixed is now, I am so proud to say, is such an important component of the entire picture, where we never really got that recognition. We never got that pat on the back and say, hey, it was always about new and used car sales, always, for years and years and years. Most general managers, most dealers, they knew the front. They didn't know the back. They didn't know it. Today has been a complete dynamic change in that the wind has shifted and fixed ops is in such a bright, bright light. And a lot of it is based on what you have done. And you've re-educated the industry that fixed ops is such an important role in the day-to-day business. And the revenue, man, you got top line, you got bottom line, you're there. So a lot of, you have to concentrate and focus on those. And a lot of guys know how to work it, grow the top line, grow the bottom line. There is a lot to it. Some get it, some don't. Some are really, really good, smart operators and know how to work it. The industry, COVID, God, changed us forever. Forever and ever and ever. I don't know if we'll ever go back to the way it was realistically. We are back in person, but supply chain is still an issue. But we're getting it done though. We're getting it done, and the products and the innovation. Labor is still an issue. I'm sure a lot of guys out there and ladies out there can understand that the cost of labor is up and the shortage of labor is up also. So try and hire somebody and it's difficult, but you do your best every day. Take care of your customers, treat your employees fairly, good, take care of them. They're going to take care of your customers, keep them intact, keep them involved. And that's really the small print of the success of doing this every day. I love what I do. The people I work with are great. And, I wouldn't have it any other way. If I had to do this again, I would still be in this business. I really would. I wouldn't change it for anything. It was a little different back then than it is today, but I still wouldn't change it for anything. I wouldn't.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, Jim. BG Products, who's our exclusive sponsor for the After Dark show, they just came out with a mobile service video commercial. We're going to show it next week at the show. And and BG has outfitted the Ford van with all BG. It's a BG mobile service truck inside the Ford mobile service truck, and it's pretty extraordinary to see that. So it's really something else. Like this fella Kenneth Dunner.
I just saw that. Yeah, it's great. I didn't know that. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I didn't hear about that. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
BG,
so Sophie, it's all about the convenience, going to the customer. My daughter, who works in the industry for Quantum 5, and she writes some of the things for the Fixed Ops Roundtable as well, and studies up on each event, right? Does her homework like she's studying for a role, right? And says, okay, I wonder how I'm going to word this so that when it comes out, it'll be taken the right way. So she was saying to me last winter, Jim, I don't know that this mobile service is that important at all. And she has a new Subaru, a new vehicle that we got last year. 22, and it was on a Sunday, and she calls me up. She goes, Dad. I go, what's wrong? She goes, my car is dead. The battery's dead in the parking lot where she was. Wow. So she realized how quick and how important it was that mobile service could come out to her in the parking lot where she was at the shopping center and be able to jump that. And the battery was dead. Okay. She had left it, I don't know how long,
sure.
But she understood how important to have that mobile service convenience, and now she's changed her tune entirely about
it is that. And that's the key word. You said it right, spot on. It's convenient. So if you can bring service to somebody at a convenience, it's to me, it's a no-brainer now. And again, I had to buy into this, but I bought into it big, and I saw the value in this, and that's why we are expanding our footprint with multiple units going forward. With what we have currently, run 6 out of all of our rooftops now. With the 2 inbound. So it's convenient, and people, the loyalty becomes higher, the brand loyalty, the loyalty to the dealership. And so they're going to opt in to do business with you in the future if you can make it convenient, which we do. It's very seamless. You can text, email, phone call. Mobile service coordinator takes care of all the information, setting up the appointment, the time of arrival of the van, everything. The van is Wi-Fi, hotspot. We have telephones, GPS in all the vans. So
that's a big thing, by the way, to have that internet capability, the Bluetooth when you're mobile. I mean, that's huge.
Have to, because we do a lot of computer work. We do, recalls on the road, and a lot of it is reprogramming of modules, different updates. And we do that right there on site. It's a Wi-Fi. We have our laptops out there. We hook up to the car and boom, we do it right on site. So it's pretty cool. With the electric vehicles, it's pretty exciting too that we're able to do a lot of the electric vehicle service on site, on location. Fleets. I know Ed Roberts is big on fleets. I think he said 3 days a week his trucks are concentrating on fleets. So we are a big presence in fleet service here. So we are getting into that. Most of our work, probably 75% of our work, 80% is retail customers. We are starting to swing that into fleets, and that becomes night hours available, weekend hours available. We've run the mobile truck on Sundays before to like big rental car companies and things like that, where we can have access 24/7 to where the cars are parked. And so there's a lot of cool things happening, and we're doing it. We're making it happen.
All right, we got a couple trivia questions tonight for you, for me, and for the audience. So.
Let's go.
All right, Sophie, you ready?
I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
We're going to find out.
Question number 1. Name the 1960s Mattel toy that was inspired by American muscle cars. A, Matchbox, B, Hot Wheels, or C, Robot RC.
The 60s. Oh, my God.
Jim, I'm thinking B, maybe Hot Wheels, right? Or no?
Yeah, I would say B. Yes, I would say Hot Wheels muscle cars. Absolutely, yes.
Oh, Tony Owens is quiet all night. Now he pops in and says B. Sean Butler is with the
There
B
he
as
is.
well.
Sean, hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I saw he had a barbecue at the store the other day. And I said, did you eat? He goes, I had a steak, a full steak, and
Wow,
a baked potato. So
that's
he's eating 3
That's
meals a day
great.
now.
Yeah, good.
All right, Sophie. Robert
All right,
says, hey,
so-
where are we at?
It is B. You guys are correct.
All right, Hot Wheels, everybody. All right, okay, on to the next one.
Question number 2. Which convenient breakfast food first jumped on shelves in 1964 and later launched a frosted version in 1967? A, toaster strudel, B, frosted flakes, or C, Pop-Tarts?
Wow. Damn. I don't know if it's Pop-Tarts. I'm not sure when they came out. I know they were out when I was much younger.
Yeah.
As I remember eating them.
But Frosted Flakes, there was no like big cornflakes, right? Without Frosted Flakes. I'm thinking C. I'm thinking Pop-Tarts.
All right, I'll go with C. I'll go with it.
Sean Kingry's saying C also.
Sean must be right. He's a smart guy. He's got to know.
You all are correct. It is Pop-Tarts.
All right.
There
There you go.
Question number 3. What highly sought after talking doll first appeared in commercials in 1960? A, Chatty Cathy, B, Rolling Ruby, or C, Talkative Tina?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
These are hard
You're
tonight.
killing us tonight, Sophie.
These are the hard ones. You had all the
like-
easy ones the other day.
Owen had all the easy ones. This isn't fair.
I don't know any of these dolls.
I'm going to say Chatty Cathy, and it's nothing but a guess. So I don't know. Sean agrees with me.
Sean's in on A, Chatty Cathy. I don't know. I'll defer to you guys. Yeah, I'll
right.
go A as well.
Sophie?
The group is correct. It is A.
Wow. Very
No.
good.
I didn't even remember any of those. So, and now Tony Owens has the A. Okay, here we go.
Which 1960s dance style created the largest craze? A, the mashed potato, B, the disco, or C, the twist?
Sophie, didn't you just do the mashed potato dance for a selfie video?
I may or may not have, Ted.
I think you did.
We'll have to wait and see next week, Ted. I got to wait.
You may see sooner than that.
Dance created the largest craze. To me, the largest craze on that list is the twist.
The twist, yeah. That would be late 60s also, yeah.
You guys and Sean are correct. It is the twist.
All right.
Yep, okay. Jim, there was a game too called Twister. Remember that?
Yes, it was. It's still popular.
All right. On to the last one.
Which Ford vehicle first rolled off the assembly line in 1964? A, the F-100, B, the Fusion, or C, the Mustang?
I figure Jim's got to know this one.
I'm going to go with the Mustang. And I believe it was a 64 and a half, but don't kill me if I'm not right, but I'm picking C.
And who brought it to market?
Who brought it to market?
Lee Iacocca brought it to market.
Lee Iacocca, correct. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's C. It's got to be C.
You guys are correct. It is C. But you knew that already.
Yes, that was an easy one. So you gave us a little lob after you really challenged us on those hard ones.
It's a hard time for the rest of it. So.
And this is the last After Dark before the big event.
Yes.
So, but then are you going to have questions, trivia on Monday night?
Tune in and see. We are going to be live Monday night, and we've already got our guests lined up, and they are speaking at the event. Not on day one, okay, but a little bit later in the program. So it'll be Earl Sticks Brown will be here Monday night, and Steve Apicella will be here also at the event. So looking forward to those.
You got to get drumsticks from Earl? Signed?
You know, I told him to send. I told him to send some to Sophie. Okay, she will get the drumsticks from Earl. Yeah, she definitely will.
Make sure they're signed for sure.
Yeah,
I'll prepare a song.
Yeah, we'll use them for.
So listen, this is everybody sign on, get those tickets. Fix Ops Roundtable, complimentary. How can you not get a complimentary ticket? It's free for some amazing content, information, knowledge. The best of the best is going to be spilling out everything they know. So fixedopsroundtable.com, complimentary tickets. It starts Monday the 18th and it runs through Thursday. 4 days packed. It's like the Grammys or the Oscars here is what's happening. This is from 9. Is it 9 to 4, 9 to 5? What is the times?
It's going to go from 9 a.m. Eastern time till approximately 4 o'clock each day.
4 o'clock, 9 Eastern to 4 o'clock Eastern. Okay. Yeah. 4 days packed with content, with incredibly valuable information, speakers across every possible topic there's going to be. And one of the coolest things that I thought was Ted has set up a texting app where you enter in your phone number and the agenda comes to your cell phone. And it gives you, what is it, a 10-minute or 15-minute or coming up this panel and this panel. Is that how it works, Ted?
Once you sign up for the event, everybody, if you give us your mobile number, we will be texting you that the event is about to start in 15 minutes, and then we'll text you the agenda about 15 minutes before the mobile service panel is up. You'll get a text. You'll get 15 minutes before Jim Sabino speaks, before Ed Roberts speaks, before Sarah, and so on. So, yeah, we have that throughout the 4 days. So a lot of fun. Sophie, he did a great job. He did the whole thing. So
I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to be part of the panel with Ed and Mark. I really are. I'm just riding on their coattails.
And you got another panel later in the week as well.
Yes. And that I'm excited about that too.
Young Techs.
And I'm looking forward to being a student and taking notes and gathering information during this jam-packed event that you have. And it's really kudos to you and everybody behind the scenes that has worked so hard to put this thing together. It definitely is worth the watch for sure.
All right, everybody. We will see you next Monday at the Fort Stock, fixedopsroundtable.com. Be sure to get your tickets complimentary, as Jim Sabino says here, fixedopsroundtable.com, and you'll get all the updates as well. And Sophie and I will see you there with Jim Sabino on Monday, with Ed Roberts and with Tully and with Sarah. And then we'll be back here again next Monday night for the After Dark show. So on behalf of Jim, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a great time, Ted. Thank you. Sophie, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jim.
We'll see you on Monday, everybody.
Okay.